out there. Welcome to Carriel Media Podcast, where we talk about everything in the society. We handle societal issues, we handle political issues, we treat academic affairs, we look into business. Of course, business. That is our gig, business. But today we're going to be focusing in relationship, a topic we call why are marriages crashing in today's world compared to the relationship and the marriages of before. Let's take a fall back to what marriages were before. It's not before. In the olden days, parents observed the character of young people coming up together. They observe the boy, they observe the girl. The girl's family is understanding the boy's family. The boy's family is understanding the guy's family. And each party creates a bonding system that, okay, the relationship is going to go beyond us into our children. So they began studying the children's life. Is the boy okay? Is he of good behavior? Is the girl okay? Is she of good behavior? And before you know it, the both family come together and agree and ask the both party to come together to know each other. And before you know it, one thing leads to the other. The girl and the boy start correlating together and relationship starts, and before you know it, the girl is married and is married into the family. And in most cases, they were not even dating, all right, compared to today's marriage world or relationship world. But you realize that in today's world, parents don't seek the attention of the next family, or the girl's family don't seek the attention of the boy's family before the girl and the boy started dating or started courting together. The both persons come together, all right, and start a relationship. From a relationship, of course, they build into knowing each other, extending that gratitude to the family, and getting to know each other a little bit, of course, before, in some cases, if they find themselves compatible and aligning, of course, they seek the consent of the family that they want to get married. But this is the problem today. You see, it marvels me a lot where people will be courting or will be dating for 5 years, for 2 years. They are dating. They are into a relationship, all right? It doesn't matter whether they are sleeping with each other or not. That is not the point here. The point is they are relating with each other. They are dating each other. They are going along. They are getting along together. But in the process, they introduce themselves to the family and they seek the family consent. Oh, I think I like this boy. The girl now, seeking the attention of our family. I like the boy now, and I think I want to bring this person to introduce to the family, and the person comes into the family, and questions are being asked from the girl, not the boy now. Who is he? What does he do? Is he of good behavior? Remember, and don't forget that before now, these questions were asked family to family, parents to parents. So they were more of fusion to the bonding more than even the people that are involved in the relationship. But in this case now, it is the family that are being asked. The family of the boy is now being inquired from the girl, who might have a little or no knowledge about whatever that is happening in that boy's family, or even about the previous lifestyle that the boy has even lived. All right? Because in some cases, they will not want to go into the research. Oh, where did the boy study? How was his life? How was he living during his academic or skill period in a different location? And all of those details might not really be focused on, because they just feel both parties have come into a relationship and they like themselves and they are ready to get along with each other and they should be consented to marry. Of course, marriage is a very good thing. Of course, marriage is honorable. Marriage is very beautiful. But you see, in the context of marriage, any marriage that is not built with a good relationship, that word relationship actually means relating with each other, finding fortress in each other, finding companionship with each other, bonding with each other, all right? That simply means that whatever I can let go, I can let go because I like this person and it is within my power to let it go and not hold it strong, all right? And the both parties get married as agreed by the family. Now, this is where the problem comes in. Why are marriages crashing? Marriages are crashing because it's in the time of the relationship that this both party have, all right? Probably the girl may be living elsewhere, not even living with the parents anymore. The boy is now living elsewhere, not even living with the parents anymore. And both parties visit each other from time to time. They are not living together. Possibly they are not even living with the parents. So they get into a lot of nasty lifestyle, they get into a lot of nasty stuff, and they do a lot of nasty things because they are relating or because they are dating, they don't want to show up their real nature. But this is it. Character does not hide. No matter how you tend to hide your character for a very long time, give it a period of time, maximally 6 months. You've played more professionally to hide it. 1 year, it will definitely surface. And now they are into marital relationship. Character cannot hide anymore. So the girl is now seeing the totality of the boy. The boy is now seeing the totality of the girl. And they'll be like, what? Is this what I want to live with? So, recessive character, hidden character that were not showing out, begins to show out. Because some human beings tend to hide their real character a lot. And something, because I'm dating this person, I'm okay with him, or I'm okay with her, I love her, and so I can tolerate everything that is bringing to the table, or I can tolerate all of his character and embody everything. No, it doesn't really work that way. This is how it works. Any character that you could not show out while you were dating, I will advise, just box it. Any character at all. For instance, if you are a girl and you were flirting before you meet this boy, or before you guys agree to marry and stay in the house together, all right? You were flirting. On the days you don't see this boy, or on the day you don't see this guy, all right? You were flirting. I will advise, if you want to keep flirting in that marital relationship, you shouldn't even marry, because your true nature will destroy the home you are trying to build. What is your true nature? That hidden character that you have, all right? It won't work, because once in a while, remember, of course, if you are flirting, you are getting gifts from different men, from different guys, from all and sundry, all right? That is not to say that you will be satisfied by that man, because that man is limited by resources, he's limited by a lot of things. He's living in a confined income. He's living in a moderate income where whatever he gets is probably out of his business, or out of his stipend, salary, or wages, and all of that. So he can't go beyond the scope of whatever he has to offer to you. And now you guys are in a marital relationship. You've gone past dating. Now you are in marriage. And now, because of the flirting spirit or the flirting character that is already in you as a girl or as a girl, I'm using the girl now because, of course, I'm a guy. So I would like to use the opposite sex. And of course, in some preference, I would like to also talk in regards to the boy. All right. Now, the thing is this. Because you were getting a lot of gifts from guys, all right, that were not meant to be with you forever, you will get so overwhelmed with the euphoria of, okay, I'm not getting a lot of gifts again from him. He can't meet up my needs. And if he can't meet up your needs, that spirit will be calling you again. Come and flirt, come and flirt, come and flirt. Somehow you want to hide and go and do it. Now, this is what it is. At some point, even if the guy does not discover what you are doing, this is how it works. Nature will organize itself and come against you because you are doing the wrong thing and you are showing a character that was not seen in that relationship. And because you are giving out a character that was not seen in that relationship, nature itself will start fighting you, will start bringing your loopholes, will start bringing your hiccups to the society. And before you know it, the relationship will go into a state of hikmah. Fights are started. Relationship can no longer be sustained. The joy of being into the marital home is no longer there. Attention is being deviated. That is on case one. Case two could be that, okay, probably I'm not even flirting, but before now, you and the guy have been going cool. You don't take up his personal matters or your relationship matters to your friends or even your family. Now you're married. You're expected to keep the same character that kept you in that relationship. Because the day you start inviting third parties, who are these third parties? Your pastor, your family, your friends, to start advising you on issues that naturally when you guys were dating, you guys find your way around it when those issues arise and you navigate the bearings, and before you know it, you conquer the problem that came to you guys as of that period. There was no third party involved. You guys were able to resolve it. Now, there was no third party involved. Remember, you guys were able to resolve it. Now, the day you start to involve third parties into that relationship, I mean that marital relationship now, the marriage will definitely crash. You know why? As a guy as a lady, there are some persons that do not like people coming into their issues, especially the issues that they can handle and they can treat. I think with this viewpoint of mine, marriages crash because people bring in third party into their relationship. People tend to go back to their previous lifestyle that they feel they've left, and people tend to not listen to their partners anymore because they now feel they are entitled to the marriage now. Of course, it is marriage. Remember, it's an institution, all right? It's a contract. Don't forget, in every contract, okay, there are conditions that binds each partner. Yes, it's true. There are conditions that binds each partner. They say it's an institution. In an institution, you graduate from one level to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. You write exam, you pass, you shift again. That is how marriage is. You don't go into marriage and say, oh, because I am into this marriage, everything is the way I came. You just have to accept me like that. There is no reform. There is no change. There is no room for adjustment. No. It doesn't work like that. There must be room for changes. There must be room for learning. There must be room for adjustment. And of course, if you must do well, you must listen to your partner and listen again and listen again and listen again. And try to adjust from those heel character or those heel nature that, of course, your partner is seeing in you. And with this, of course, I think your marriage will do well. Marriages will not crash. But marriages will keep crashing if third parties comes into the relationship, family comes into the relationship, your friends, you now start building friends cycle off from the real people that you should be getting with. Of course, the marriage will break. To definitely break. Of course, spicing up your relationship, of course, with sex. Don't keep the sex abstract. Make it so real. Make it so neutral. In a relationship, people try different kind of things. In dating relationship, of course, people try different kind of postures during sexual intercourse. Yes, people do. But when they get into marriage, they tend to fake a lot of things. They tend to cover up a lot of things. And those things that you're bringing out or that you were pushing into your relationship that kept the relationship to the marital stage, you now start hiding or shying away from them. Why don't you think the marriage will break? It will definitely break. Sorry, it will break. But of course, if your marriage break, is there a room for it to be repaired? Is there a room for it to be restructured, for it to be a good marriage again? Of course, there is a room. Find out again in our next topic. Of course, my name still remains Benjamin Smart, and here I am with Carrier Media Podcast, and see you again in our next video. Please, if you are not subscribed to our channel, kindly do subscribe. And once you subscribe, click the notification button. Turn on the notification button so that you will always see our posts. And of course, same time next week, we'll be coming again to you on a different vibe on this very topic. Thank you very much. Kindly follow our podcast station. Kindly follow our channels. Of course, in Carrier, we do a lot of things. Find out what Carrier are into. Then, of course, do business with us. Thank you. See you. Remember, we can't do this without you, so subscribe. Thank you.